Well, traditional thought in our societies and our lives and business today is really based on competition. We are told that the success is defined in in the money in the bank, material position, status, career, and so on. Well, and to achieve this success, you need to put yourself forward, you need to put your career forward, you need to put your interests forward. We are told that competitive environments are the best to bring the best in us forward, that they are making us stronger mentally, physically, and they're stimulating our intellect and our talents. But I think it's getting to the point where we really need to start asking ourselves whether it's really true, whether this Darwinistic approach, survival of the fittest in our everyday competition, is something that is bringing us forward. Well, the thing is that 20 slides is really hard to match. The thing is that studies and our personal experiences show that it's not quite so, because we get out of breath. Working, we don't have seconds to waste. We're not talking to each other. We're burning out. We're getting a lot of stress. And in fact, I mean, bullying, hostile working environment, it's all coming together, badly defined working practices, bad management, and all it goes. So I think to a certain extent we need to admit that Darwinistic competition is really killing productivity. It's killing our collaboration, talent, creativity, and it's not bringing our innovation forward. So one of the questions we can ask ourselves, is there a healthy alternative to this sort of survival of the fittest? And then there is. Let's get back to the normal thing is called as collaboration. And collaboration today is really urged by the life because we're facing complex dysfunctionalities where people have to design together universal solutions, where we have to contribute with our different knowledge, passion, and competence. The problem is that competition is relatively easy to capture because as long as the hard structures are in place, and normally it's stick and carrot, it's reward, it's monetary reward, it's career advancement, or simply afraid to lose your job, you're really running fast. Collaboration is rooted in the soft human factor, and hence it's really evasive. So how do we go about it? And I'm here to talk about, again, but it's gonna come, I'm here to talk about two of my favorite and really recent lines of thought. One of them is being pay it forward. The slide is gonna come, and pay it forward is coming from the Silicon Valley. In fact, since the 50s, 60s, and 70s, there's been progressive culture of people informally sharing, talking, exchanging contacts, ideas, and in fact, inventing something called co-opetition, when we are working together and yet we are competing, but we're saving the cost on something. And the idea of pay forward is basically instead of paying backwards to the original benefactor, you're paying it forward. So once you pay the good deed backwards, you do not close the shop. You actually pledge to pay the debt of gratitude. Steve Jobs called it that. So you're pledging to pay the debt of gratitude forward and simply helping others. Somebody helped you to get started, so that's what you're sending out to the world, and you are urging people, making them aware of that and telling, pay it forward. It's an amazing concept and it works. Silicon Valley is really about that. And the second one, it should come, is prosocial motivation. A prosocial motivation is basically helping people without any foreseeable payback. It's just being of service to others. In fact, one of the really unknown today researchers in organizational culture, who is sitting in Wharton, one of the oldest business schools in US, he is talking about that the sense of being of service to others is in fact one of the most untapped and strongest motivation in us. In fact, he's got the whole life as an experiment. He never says no. He replies over 200 mails a day. He gives advice on career, students, whoever. And he keeps on doing this, and he is setting an example. And he's got hard data to prove it. He's done multiple experiments, and one of them being that they tried an experiment when they put 2 hand soap dispensers in a hospital in 2 random places. And one soap dispenser said, good hand hygiene prevents you from catching disease. And the other said, good hand hygiene prevents your patients from catching disease. You know what? One word, meaningful change in behavior, because the dispenser helping the patients was 40% emptier in the end of the day. That works. Now, I would like to thank you, and in fact, I would like to challenge you to challenge yourself. if you could set up a week where you pledge not to say no to any request that is flying your way. And you're welcome to share your experiences with me, and I will, with your consent, publish it on my blog, and let's pay it forward. Let's make a move.